You know what I have to say? This week has been moving by pretty quickly. I mean, we're already on Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Yes, we are now on Thursday, March 5th. And honestly, for whatever reason, I go from being like my most tired yesterday to being among my least tired today, which is good. So I actually feel as if I have more energy to talk to you all. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't try and I do try to talk to you all because I love doing this. I've been doing this for almost 800 days. At this point, I'm pretty sure that if I didn't love to do it, I wouldn't be doing it. So, we are now at Thursday, March 5th, 2020, 5 days away from the State of My Being address, which I'm always very excited to do, although I have to make a few preparations before I do it, which I will be having some of them today, actually. But enough about that. Let's get into talking about last night's episode of The Masked Singer. I have to say, it came down to the banana, the kitty, the frog, and the taco. And the person who ended up getting eliminated was, in fact, the taco. Not gonna lie, I was actually kind of saddened by it. Just because I really did sort of like me. Full disclosure, there isn't really anyone I dislike at all in the show. I mean, everyone's fun. The costumes are, entertaining and, and again, I think I said this before already. One of the main appeals of the show is definitely the fact that the costumes are definitely bizarre and out there looking and overall fun to look at. Just because, let's say that for whatever reason the person who is on stage isn't a very good singer. Well, the fact that, you're wearing a fancy costume kind of distracts away from that. A little bit anyway. I mean, according to the movie Role Models, that's what Kiss did. Which, actually, I really like that movie. I love Role Models. It's one of my favorite Paul Rudd movies. It is. For sure, it's one of my favorite Paul Rudd movies. That and I Love You, Man. Those are good. And Ant-Man's pretty good, too. And the Ant-Man movies are pretty good. Pretty much anything Paul Rudd is in is most likely going to be very good. Because it's Paul Rudd and he is the man. He was part of the legendary team of Ron Burgundy and the other two guys, played by Mike Keckner and Steve Carell. I remember Steve Carell's character was a brick, but I forget who the other ones were. My point is, actually, we're not talking about Paul. We're talking about The Masked Singer. This is what we're doing. So, The Masked Singer. Honestly, all the performances last night were pretty solid. I liked them. But if I did have to pick whichever one was the weakest, I would say it was the taco. Which, and I'm pretty sure, and Ken Jeong said this last night as well, for the banana, that was the best performance the bananas had so far. Which is pretty cool. Both the kitty and the frog were pretty good as well, but in the end, if anyone had to go, I guess it was time for the taco. And, before the taco was unmasked, obviously there was final guesses. And there was a few really good guesses. Howie Mandel was a guess, Bob Saget was a guess, Martin Short was a guess. But in the end, it ended up being game show host Tom Bergeron. Most notably, the game show that he hosts is the Dancing with the Stars, which, full disclosure, Dancing with the Stars I do like. It's just when it comes to shows like The Voice or America's Got Talent, and the fact that Dancing with the Stars is on a completely different channel, usually playing at the same time as those other aforementioned shows, I don't really see myself watching it as much. Again, it's not the dance. I like Dancing with the Stars. I like how some works. In fact, one interesting touch that they did last night is each and every single one of the contestants on the show had a friendship bracelet. And they would give it to a member of the judges panel. And the Taco gave Nicole a friendship bracelet, and the friendship bracelet said kiss. And that was supposed to be a clue as well. And everyone's thinking, did Nicole kiss the Taco? Although, if you saw last night's episode of The Masked Singer, apparently Jenny McCarthy's kissed everybody. Not me, but no, I kind of wish it was me. Anyway, we have the clue. What does the kiss mean? Well, believe it or not, Nicole was on Dancing with the Stars. She got a perfect score, and she did it to a Kiss song. That's a rather obscure but very interesting clue to use. See, that's a really good thing about some of these clues is, like, whether they get, like, someone to talk about them or whether they're saying the clues themselves or about their past or whatever, they're all very clever as to, like, what they are. Again, they're subtle enough where, okay, maybe if I were to think about, okay, he said that, so, okay, that's how he relates. But they're difficult enough to figure out where you still aren't 100% sure of what you're hearing. And I like that. That's actually a really good touch that the show has. Personally, I'm really looking forward to the final Group C of The Masked Singer. So, as of right now, we are 2/3 of the way to figuring out who the Super 9 is going to be. As of right now, the Super 9 consists of the banana, the frog, the kangaroo, the kitty, the turtle, and the white tiger. Yeah, I thought I missed one. I actually have the names of the contestants, like, in front of me, so I know what I'm looking for or what to talk about. Which is great, because now I can use both hands. Anyway, so, with that being said, the final group, which is Group C, consists of the astronaut, the bear, the night angel. They should have just Will Ferrell and call it Nighthawk. The rhino, the swan, and the T-Rex. Okay. I mean, the format's going to go like, okay, the Masked Singer's going to be on for 1 hour next week. 1 hour, 60 minutes, 6 contestants, one performance throughout each of those 10 minutes. At the end of the episode, someone's eliminated. A week later, it goes from 10 minutes to 12 minutes. And then when we bring it down to 4, it's 12 minutes to 15. And then we reach the Super 9. So, yeah. Honestly, I really like how this format works. I can't wait to see who else happens next. Although, again, one of the main this is actually sort of a similar problem I have with The Voice as well. See, again, Group A of The Masked Singer, not Group B, Group A, has, for the most part, been long done. Almost an entire month. And yes, I remember that it's the kangaroo, the turtle, and the white tiger that are still, in the running to win. But I'm worried that a lot of people are going to forget what they sound like when they sing. Again, it's the same thing with the voice auditions. I mean, you go through so many weeks of auditions, and so many people end up getting on the show and making each particular judge's team, that you kind of forget who did what after so long. And with it being over a week apart, it makes it even more difficult. With each episode being a week apart, I mean. So all those weeks, all that time really does accumulate. In a similar way, it's the same thing with One Piece manga chapters. Yeah, I know I said this already, but this past weekend there was supposed to be a One Piece manga chapter, but there wasn't because, Oda, the creator of One Piece, got sick, which, from what I hear, he's doing a lot better. I just really wanted to see what was going to happen next. I mean, are we still in the flashback? Are we actually going back to the present day and getting ready for the final battle of Wano? I don't know. Although that being said, though, from what I don't know if this is actually what would happen. But I would suspect that Chapter 1000 will be the beginning of the final battle of Wano. For the record, we'll be on Chapter 973 this upcoming weekend. So, and it'll be several days later, it will be day 100 where I did the State of My Being address. So, it'll be close as to who reaches 1,000 first. It really will be close. Some of you guys thinking, oh, it's not going to be close. One Piece manga is going to reach 1,000 chapters before you reach 1,000 days. I wouldn't say that if I were you. Because remember, if there's one thing that you should have just learned by now, is that a break can happen at any point. In fact, it probably was going to happen this week, if not this past one. And with breaks adding up, meanwhile, I'm making a video every single day. So, it's a race to see who's going to reach 1,000 chapters before September 26th, 2020. As that's when day 1,000 for me is going to wind up being. So, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, we're going to be in the 800s by the time we get to July. We're going to be in the 980s by the time we get to July. So, that should give you a brief idea as to how far we'll be. Again, it's going to be close. And I look forward to talking about it and doing that reaction. Although, it would be just like Oda to completely subdue expectations and just sort of make Chapter 1000 rather underwhelming. I don't think that'll happen, but it could. I just simply hope it doesn't. So, not really much else left to talk about other than, it's Thursday. We got a new episode of Hot Ones today featuring comedian Pete Davidson, whom I know a little bit of. I know he was on SNL. I know that, my introduction to Pete Davidson was on the roast of Justin Bieber, and he was really good, really funny, and really kind of dark. But, yeah, it should be, there's no way Sean Evans is going to ask him about the roast. If he does, I'll be stunned. He's probably going to talk about stuff like SNL and, touring and all that other stuff. It should be fun. I think it's going to be a good episode today. Honestly, it's going to be one of those episodes where, I get to learn something new about this person that I otherwise would not have already known. I do know that he lost his father in 9/11, thanks to the roast of Justin Bieber. Again, sometimes Comedy Central roasts can be pretty dark. They can be funny, but they can be really dark. I thought myself as being a roaster once. I wouldn't be bad at it. They're taking part in roast battles or something. I could do that. Actually, the roles in a roast battle are pretty simple to do. For those of you guys who don't know, a roast battle is two people get up on stage and, they make fun of each other. But, they make fun of each other. But, there are a few rules, original material only. So basically, say you or I, you see me, I can't see you. Let's say you and I are on stage for a roast battle. Original material only would be you take one look at me and I don't know, you make fun of my green tie or something. That'd be original material. And I'd make fun of, I guess, a feature about you, I guess. No physical contact, no touching. And at the end of the battle, we hug. Hugs are nice. Hugs are very nice. I like hugs. Although, if it were up to me, I would give you the option of a hug, handshake, or fist bump. That'd be pretty cool. Something that would promote good vibes in the end. This is what I would try and do. Kind of like what I do with making these videos every single day. Now, I think, in terms of what my plans are for today, I shall press onward! Like that video, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, on YouTube. I'm very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or channel, is going to be here to lend an ear. I'll always be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.